how to multiply a number by a multiple of 10. Now when we say multiple of 10, in this case we're referring to the 50 because multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on all the way up. They keep going and going and going. So as it's a multiple of 10, but also as it's 50, there are actually a variety of different ways that this question can be completed. So first of all, there is the formal written method, which would be 1252 times by 50, and we would calculate this quite simply by saying we know that 0 times everything is going to result in 0, so I'm going to just put the 0 there to represent that, and then I'm going to move into the 50s. So 50 times 2 would give us 100, and then 50 times 50 would give us 2,500, then 50 times 200 would give us 10,000, and then finally 50 times by 1,000 would give us 50,000. And then what we do is we actually add those together, and what we end up with, this column is 0, 0, 600, 2, 6, so we end up with 62,600. Now another way of calculating this would be to actually multiply 1,252 by 5. So 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 5 is 25, plus this one here that I've regrouped, which would give me the 6, and regroup the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, so in the thousands columns we'd put this and we'd regroup here, and then 5 times 1,000 would be 5,000, but we would make it 6,000. Okay, now we have multiplied by 5 instead of by 50, so then what I can do is, to make it an equivalent calculation, is take my total, which at the moment is 6260, so 6,260, and multiply that by 10. And I know from previous work that when I multiply numbers by 10, they all get 10 times bigger, so it would end up as 62,600. So a much quicker way, I think, of calculating the total for something like this. The other way, because as I said at the beginning there was several ways of doing this, another way would actually be to take 1,252, multiply it by 100, and as a result of that we know that it would end up as being 100 times bigger, and then take that total and actually divide that by 2. So I'm going to do that here. So there's 6 groups of 2 in the regroup 12, and then in the 5 there are 2 groups, we need to regroup another one, then there are 6, and then we end up with the 0 and the 0. And as you can see, as is the way with maths, despite the fact that we have done this calculation in 3 different ways, we've got the same total each time, which is 62,600.